Hello, welcome. So today's video is going to be the first of a series of videos where I prepare for spring. And I'll do a lot of different things to prepare for spring, little activities, crafting and all of that. So for me, February and March are those kind of transition months that lead to this blossoming of this beautiful season, which is spring. Yesterday was Imbolc, which is a celebration that marks the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring solstice. And so it's kind of all about celebrating what is coming, celebrating what is brewing, and kind of the light that is coming out of the darkness of the winter. So this video is going to be about the activities and the things that I want to implement in my life to ease into spring, to prepare my body and my spirit for spring. And I'll share projects that I've been working on that are inspired by spring, like knitting projects, and a list of activities that I will do daily until spring arrives. And this week I'll do the list of activities that I'll put here. I'll eat only local food, cereals, legumes and veggies that are locally grown. And I will walk, I will do some yoga, I will knit projects that are spring inspired, and I will try to learn one wild plant per day or per 2 days, we'll see. So these are the activities that I'll do, and I want to start the day by going to a river and try to dip myself in it. It's gonna be freezing cold and I don't have super high expectations, but I brought a swimsuit and my backpack with all the gear necessary, like warm woolly socks and a towel. So we're gonna do that. And for this video, we have a little collaboration with the company that I worked in the past, HeyHappiness. They're not really sponsoring this video because they're not paying me for anything that I'm saying, but they did send me a beautiful pair of earrings. So Valentine's is coming. You might not celebrate it or you might celebrate it. It doesn't matter. You can still gift yourself or your loved ones a beautiful jewelry. HeyHappiness is a company that creates really high quality jewelries that are also timeless in their designs and quite affordable in my opinion. And so I asked Mike to pick a jewelry for me, and he picked these gold moons that are here that I'm wearing, and they're very beautiful. And I found it really interesting because I saw that the name of the earrings that he picked is Renewal. And this video is about renewal. All of this process and spring and preparing for spring is about renewal. So it's really interesting that these jewelries are fitting with the theme of the video. So HeyHappiness gave us a code. We grow wild 12 and we grow wild, I think, after Valentine's Day, but I'll put them on the screen and you will get wonderful discounts and little gifts. There are all the information in the description box if you want to purchase something from them, and if you want you can also use my affiliate links so I can get a tiny little commission. So thank you HeyHappiness for this wonderful renewal earrings. And yeah, let's go to the river and freeze our asses. We arrived at the river and it's freaking cold. It's currently 9:30 or something like that. So the sun just started to heat up this area, but I'm doubting this very much. I'm not really used to do cold plunges. I think I've done like 2 handful of plunges. 2 handful of plunges, please. I haven't, yeah, I haven't really, I'm not really, you know, good at this. But we're trying. And this is the only area, because yeah, it's kind of, we are kind of on an island like that, and I brought my backpack, like towel, a blanket. This time I came prepared. Yesterday I tried to go to dip my legs on a river nearby the house, but yeah, it was cold but fun. So today I want to try to go all the way, but we'll see. It's kind of scaring but exciting at the same time. And what else? I'm kind of like stalling, right? I think the water is like -5 or something degrees Celsius, so cold. Amojo! So cold. It feels like thorns getting inside your skin. It's just so cold. But now I'm feeling completely fine, even if, you know, my feet are freezing. So I'm gonna wear woolly socks. I brought these socks that Ali made me. So Ali, you're here with me. It's so cold. But I'm gonna put first these ones, like a layer of normal socks, and then the woolly socks on top. And I mean, if I feel amazing now, like I truly feel amazing. I really want to get better at this. but it feels really good. I like just dip myself all the way to my neck, but I stayed in the water like 2 seconds because cold. I don't understand how people do this when there is ice on the surface. Thank goodness I have my woolly garments and these amazing socks. Can't believe it, I'm in a bikini now and it's like 5 degrees Celsius. Like, my body is feeling amazing right now. I could run a marathon. Not really, but almost. And the dogs, they just go in and out the water with no problems. Okay, I'm just gonna get dressed and maybe take a walk. But this was so challenging but also fun. I'm energized. I feel really amazing. Namita. Let's talk about knitting, a little project update. I'm going to share with you the projects that I've been working on, and this is a finished object, a finished garment. I finished it about, I would say 3 weeks ago, something like that, and I've been wearing it a lot. It's super nice and warm. It's quite cropped. Now I'm wearing this knitted kind of scarf on my back. Don't look at that. But I really love the length. It fits really well. I really like it, and I love this detail, this texture detail on the front. On the back is just stockinette, and the sleeves as well is stockinette. It's a beautiful pattern. It's super well written. I highly recommend it. It's knitted bottom up, but I didn't find it disturbing. Usually I like more top down sweaters, but I really enjoyed that it was bottom up, so I could just get in the flow with the pattern, repeat and like learn it. And I wish I knitted the sleeves a bit longer, but at the same time I'm wearing this while, in the house and, outside when I need to run errands, wash things, and kind of the shorter sleeves are really useful, so I don't have to roll them up. So I'm not sure I'll pick up the stitches and kind of knit the sleeves longer, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do it next year eventually when I'll wear this again. I have a little bit of yarn left to do that. But I really love it. It's a really nice sweater. I highly recommend the pattern, and it's quite quick because the gauge is, it's a bigger gauge. So that's what I finished, and then I'm really happy how my knitting practices are slowing down this year. I feel so content and enthusiastic for how I'm approaching to this craft. It's quite a new feeling. I've been knitting quite obsessively and consistently for about 2.5 years. And don't get me wrong, I love this craft and I enjoyed it so much, but it kind of became a way to avoid dealing with things that I needed to deal with. And I was talking about it with some friends over our group. My patrons and I created a WhatsApp group, and we just share our life there and our project and everything. And many of us related to that feeling of like saturation, if that makes sense. Like, felt really this constantly thinking about knitting, constantly knitting. It was too much. And so I decided to take it slower, and it happened actually organically. I'm cooking potatoes, so I'm just checking them. But yeah, it was really like an organic, like slowing down with this craft. I love it. I mean, I love knitting, but I think I've been loving it even more because I've been taking longer breaks and I've been knitting just sporadically. And don't get me wrong, I still get things done. I still have projects on the needles, but they don't become my only focus. It felt like that, the majority of my waking life was about thinking, oh, later on I'll knit, later on I'll create this project. And my life is so full at the moment, and has been so full with the house renovation, that it felt really like a stressful addition to my life. And I'm just very glad I returned to this state of like not stressing over it, not knitting every day, and not needing to finish things or cast on new things. But that being said, I still have 3 projects that I've been focusing on the past weeks, and I'm really happy with them. And let me share them with you. So, the camera is on the table, so it moves with the table. So on this bag that I've made, it says Wild Plant Resilient Life. I've screen printed it when I was in university. I have been knitting on this massive shawl, super long. It's super long. Yesterday I was really like, I want to get it done, because I want to wear it before the warm weather comes, and I think I'll have plenty of time to wear it. But I'm so excited to have it in my wardrobe. So this is the Billet du Shawl by, I hope I pronounced it correctly, by Fox and Folk. And it's a beautiful meditative lace pattern. Love it. I just really love it. It's super simple. And I don't know if you can see, is really beautiful. And the yarn I'm using is this Drops Soft Tweed in the color 17. And I bought new yarn. Last knitting podcast episode, I shared that I had only 3 skeins of this yarn, but I decided to buy more to finish the project. And I bought 3 more skeins. So I think 6 skeins, are going to be perfect for this, because I'm using the last skein and I'm kind of slowly decreasing, but it's almost, I think I have like 2 more days of knitting in the evenings, and I'll finish this. I really like it. The yarn is, I think, an alpaca and wool blend with a little bit of tweeds. And I really like this color. I really love this color. Green is my jam at the moment. Then I decided to embark on a test knit that I'm not really regretting it because it's a really interesting experience and a beautiful, you know, pattern that I'm testing, but it requires so much energy and concentration, and it's a sweater knitted at a fingering weight gauge, with a fingering weight yarn, and it's color work, very intricate color work. So yes, so I'm test knitting the Choose Your Own Garden by Sarah Kelly, I think, Grey Owl Knit, and it's a beautiful all over. You could choose actually. I chose the colorwork yoke only version, but you can choose to also knit an entire like full colorwork body and sleeves. And the beautiful thing about this pattern, I started knitting it when I'm still actually planning for the garden. So it's really like, you know, it's beautiful that the garden and my knitting are kind of going together. And the beautiful thing about this pattern, I was saying, is that there is a fixed chart that all sizes are following for just the first portion of the yoke with all the increases. So it's knitted top down, right? But then you go ham. Like, she gives you so many different charts with so many different motifs, such as daisy, watering cans, and bees, and lavender blooms, and poppy blooms, and so many different, you know, dragonflies, so many different motifs, and you kind of repeat those motifs and you just design your own garden, basically, your own sweater. And I have been gifted this absolutely gorgeous bag by the KnittingSwan. Let me show it to you. And when she contacted me, she said like, oh, can I send you a couple of my bags? And I was like, let me see them. And I saw the website and I fell in love with them. But on the website, on the pictures, I mean, they looked absolutely beautiful. But when I received them, the quality is really next level. I don't really own like knitting bags that are this, you know, this quality. So I really absolutely love this. And they have this motif. I mean, the stitching, this is quite like a sturdy drawstring bag, and it has also a lining. I don't know how much you can see. Maybe I should put my glasses because I don't really see what I'm showing. But there is this lining here, with some pockets, so you can put, you know, needles, and in this case the chart, the pattern. And this is just truly beautiful. And I've noticed that it also has this kind of like little things, so I could attach like a cord or something and just go out and use it as a purse. So absolutely love this. This is super like a sturdy fabric, and it's kind of like a bit padded, if that makes sense. Whereas this one that she gave me for smaller projects is a very simple drawstrings bag. But so it's really perfect for socks and things like that. Super high quality. I really appreciate that she sent me this, because I understand like she's a one-woman business, super small business. So it's, you know, it requires a lot of energies when you are your own boss and you're the one that does all the marketing and does all the sewing and producing and, you know, outreach, and it's hard to do everything alone. So I think she really, and she makes beautiful products, so I think she deserves to be successful, and I hope people are going to check her out, And please, if you can, and if you like the products, support her. Inside it, there's my test knit. As you can see, it's very like botanically inspired with some beautiful botanical motifs like leaves and blooms, and I'm loving this. I'm not sure I'll knit it like long sleeves, or it would be like more a t-shirt. We'll see. We'll see as I go. And I'm using absolutely gorgeous yarns. I bought 5 skeins of Yarbo Llama Silk, which is a beautiful oat meal color, and this is the softest thing ever. It's so soft, and it's fingering weight 70% baby llama or soft baby llama and 30% mulberry silk, and it's 50 grams and about 165 meters. It's super soft, super soft. It can be worn next to skin. I think it's basically like baby alpaca, more or less, but I think it's even softer because of the silk. Just gorgeous. And I have the labels. So it's onion, number 3, organic wool, and nettles. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I think this might be one of my favorite yarns. Maybe I'm biased because there are nettles and I love nettles, but I just love it. It's so soft, but also kind of a bit rustic and sturdy at the same time. I mean, look at this green and this orange. And then I got also this kind of magenta, kind of pink color. So it's kind of a combination of really soft and drapey fibers with, yes, soft but also sturdy, colorful fibers. And I think this is going to be beautiful for spring. So this is a spring project, and as well as the next one that I'm going to show you. I really love it. This is so fun. There are so many charts to follow. I'm not going to show them to you, but because it's a pay-for pattern. It's being tested, and also the other testers are really creating beautiful projects. That's a project that I've been working on, and then Jade in my Patreon WhatsApp group has been knitting the pressed flower shawl by Amy Christopher, and she just inspired me along with other beautiful people to cast on one of the pressed flowers designs. And I chose socks. Why? We don't really know. So it's super, I can understand why people love this pattern, not only because of the aesthetic of it, but also because of the knitting experience. I've never tried mosaic colorwork knitting. I always did stranded, where you carry both colors or 3 or 4 colors at the time, on one round or one row. But mosaic knitting is that you carry only one color at a time per row, or per several rows sometimes. So it's really nice. It's really interesting. I think the designer is absolutely a genius designer, as well as the the designer of the project that I just showed you. They're genius. I mean, it's really next level genius. The construction is so well written and clever. I'm just, yeah, love it. But this is gonna take time because I mean, I love it. When I start knitting on it, like I pick it up and just put some energies, I get in the flow and then I like it, but yeah, not always, you know. And I'm using these two beautiful sock yarns. This is a hand-dyed sock yarn. It's kind of like a wool and polyamide blend, and it was gifted to me by Valerie, I think last year, a patron, wonderful human being, and I love it. I love it. I've started a bralette last year with this. I actually almost had it done, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear it. So I frogged it, and I'm happy I did it because now I can use it for this project. And then I'm using this. I think it's Universal Sock Yarn, maybe. Ali gifted it to me 2 years ago, I think. And it's kind of like a cotton and bamboo and elastic blend. So I think these socks are perfect for, you know, spring, but, you know, any time of the year. They're not really like super woolly, but still cozy. So I'm happy to continue working on this. No, the light is a bit, it's not really, there isn't really a perfect light, but yeah, love it. Love it. It will take time, but I'm not in a rush. So these are the 3 projects I've been working on. I have other projects that are kind of sitting there like a little whip pile, not so big actually, but I've been enjoying mainly these projects and I'm really happy with these ones. So I want to kind of wrap up this video and say that I'm very grateful for all of your support over Patrons and Ko-Fi and over the comments, especially my last Q&A video. I just feel so blessed and grateful and lucky for being part of this community and having, you know, people like you around, even if we're not really physically close. I'm very, very thankful, and I hope one day I'll get to meet many of you. So thank you so much for watching this. I'll share my, you know, not renovation, also the renovation journey, but I'll share the preparation journey for spring in other videos, upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.